Hello. This hair is just as wild as it can be, but I got my little flower there. I'm going to try to see if I can get some better light on the situation. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, nope, that's too. Maybe that's better. If I don't know. Let's see if I slide that more that way. Okay. Well, guys, hey, it's Lenny. It's Sunday Slowdown. Time to take a deep breath, let it out, take another deep breath, let it out. Time to think over the week, meditate on what was good, what was not so good, what you could do a little differently, just to see how your week went, to put you in a better state of mind to gear up for the week coming in. And so today, there's a couple things going on. I was gifted this beautiful cat bug yesterday by a girlfriend of mine, and we were trying to figure out where the cat was, whatever. And then we discovered it's a character from the Aristocats. I love it because it has the double finger holes when you hold this cup. So I got some water brewing, heating up so that I can brew me some tea, and I'm gonna go back to a little bit about picture that we started coloring last week. Um, so as you can see, or the week before last, as you can see, this is where I left off. So I'm gonna fill a little bit of that in. But the other thing is, what I did to slow down and relax this week was to watch some old movies. I don't know if any of you out there are old movie lovers, but just watched a couple of old movies, like some that I've watched before and rewatched again. So that was a good way to decompress and relax. And the other thing, I don't know if you get bothered by the dryness of your lips and stuff during the wintertime, but I can feel a chafeness on my lips. And so I thought I brought the lip balm that I use. Okay. I use a lip balm by, let's see, I'm trying to make it so that you can see it really good. This is a lip balm by Lime Life, and it's their perfect balm, and it has mint in it, and it really is a healer um, for that delicate skin on your lips. And so I'd already done a scrub on them with the lip scrub, and so this is the balm, and I mean it's really two things. It's very hydrating, and it's very healing for that chafed skin that gets on your lips. And so I really like this. And if you want to learn more about this balm, you can DM me, uh, right, and I can tell you more about this lip balm by Lime Life. It's very, very good. And a little one like this size, it lasts a long time. But oh, my lips feel so much better. And you can feel the mint tingling on your lips or what have you. Yes, the hair. I was supposed to do a wash day today, but let me tell you a little bit about my week. Um, as many of you may remember, my mom had hip surgery on the 22nd of February, and then the very next day, unbeknownst to us, they discharged her and sent her to a rehab place. And so she was in the rehab center until this past Wednesday. On top of that, the good thing is, actually more than the good thing, it was a blessing. My sister, who lives out of town, came into town, and so that was a big help. But in addition to that, everybody knows I have very bad knees, and so if it looks like I'm sitting high, one, I'm sitting on a rollator at home. So that's what I have been reduced to having to use, is the rollator, because now every third step I take, my left knee buckles and gives out. And so if I don't have my cane on hand or this, I'm going down. And so it's just very it's nerve wracking. It's frightening because, you get ready to fall. And it's just the worst pain. It's like, those that have knee issues, you may can relate to this. It's like all of a sudden the knee gets sort of locked in a position and you can't move it. It's just crazy. And so I've taken to sports taping it, and sometimes that gives some relief, but then sometimes it seems to make it worse. So it's like sometimes I can tolerate the sports tape, sometimes I can't bear to have it on. It's just crazy. And so my status right now is I'm sort of in a holding pattern. My surgeon is going to give me a surgery date the moment my A1C, because I'm diabetic, is below 7. So I went for my consultation in January. January, February, no, in January, yeah. I had gotten my A1C done, yeah, maybe in December, and I was at 7.9. And so when I had the consultation in January, and he said that the moment it's under 7, they'll put me on the surgical schedule. And so in February, I had my A1C taken, and I had gone from 7.9 down to 7.6. But I can't get it taken again until May. And so in the interim, I'm really working very diligently to try to do my part as far as eating the way I'm supposed to, watching my numbers and all of that, so that I can ensure, as much as it depends on me, that I can get my A1C down. Because I'm gonna tell you, and anybody that knows me has known, I've been dealing with these knee issues for a number of years, and I've always like, no, I can handle it. I can handle it. But at this point, I'm begging for a surgery right now. That's how bad it is. And so it makes helping to care for my mom very difficult, because I'm also having to help take care of myself. And so it's just been one of those things. But I'm doing what I can, like I said, aggressively doing what I can to try to get that number where it needs to be. And so, a Sunday slowdown is always a good. And I've had a good girlfriend of mine. She just had an anniversary, and so um, we had some conversation today, and it was good catching up. When my sister was here, a couple of our friends that we used to hang out with when she lived in town, we were able to get together and share some laughs and stuff like we used to do. And so, that was very, very good. But my sister, she went back on Thursday. I think Thursday is when she left to go back home, and that was good. And so it's just been trying to be attentive to what mom's needs are. She's got a lot of services coming in, nursing, PT, OT, that type of stuff, follow up appointments, and all of that. And so there's a lot going on, but you know what? Everybody has a lot going on. And so, you just try to juggle your balls, keep them up in the air, and do what you can. So having a Sunday slowdown is very, very important. Like I said, and because of not just a lot going on, my mobility is that much more limited because of what's happening with the knee. So it's like, I'm doing everything at a snail's pace because, I just can't move fast. That's the long and short of it. And so, dealing with that, but we're making it work. We're getting stuff done or what have you. Another thing that I did today that was a Sunday slowdown thing to me, I either it was stolen or I lost it. I'm just going to put it that way because I'm not sure. But I'm thinking more that it was lost because I've never been able to track it with the Find My iPad tracker. And so, but I have a relative that is a big electronic guy. And so he's always up on the latest this or whatever. And so more times than not, he often has an electronic that you can get from him and so he has blessed me with his former one. And so that was one of the slowdown things I did today to try to set this new iPad up. And so so pleased with that. And so it was just like I said, it's just been just chilling, watching some old movies, and just trying to get game plans in my head, because it's March now. May will be here sooner than you know, and like I said, I'm really trying to just stay on top of it so that eating where I should and to get that number down. And the reason they do it is because you know some places your BMI has to be at a set percentage or they won't do surgeries. Other places, it's not necessarily your BMI, but like with this doctor, they really want your A1C under 7, uh, because it helps to ensure that you'll heal properly after the surgery, what have you. So, and so I want the best possible outcome with the surgery. So that's what that's all about. And I'm trying to think what else. That's been the big thing, but here's another thing I wanted to talk about since this is Sunday Slowdown, is really it's like it puts you in a catch 22 if you're working and you have any type of disability or health issue. Because when you have your own major health concern or a health issue, like a parent or any family member, and you have to be a part of their care or what have you, oftentimes you may get a FMLA filled out for either yourself or for the situation. And so, because my knees have been so terribly bad for a number of years, I always have a running FMLA. And the thing with it is that with these FMLAs, they insure your job. You get 12 weeks of time. They ensure that you have your job, but you don't get paid for it. And so, you're already suffering from having a disability. You don't want to get in trouble at work for calling out because of your disability. But at least if you called out, you would get paid for the time off, even though it would be an unexcused absence. But if you put in for the FMLA, because they have that in place for that, you're putting it in, but you don't get paid for it. And so it still really screws you up, because who can afford to not get paid? And so if you have flare ups or episodes that may last however many days or however many hours it's for, it really just it's like a kick in the gut, because you can't afford it. So it's just the way the system is. It's like they've lobbied to do this, that, and the other, but it really doesn't help you. Because it's taking money away from you that you desperately need. But so that was a part of this week as well. And so you just got to make these tough decisions, and then just live with it, because it was like I was so desperate. It was like I had no choice. It's like um it is just this bad. So I just wanted to put that out there, because maybe somebody else is experiencing the same thing, dealing with a health issue for themselves or somebody else that they care about, and having to decide, is this going to be a call out, or am I going to use my FMLA that's in place to help protect my job, but by the same token I don't get compensated for it. And so it's just these are tough, difficult decisions you have to make when you have a health situation going on. It's a glare, and I apologize for it. I'm trying to don't know which way to put. Oh, did it make it a little better? Yeah. And these are glasses that are so old, but when you're as blind as me, I guess I can see a little bit out of this for the purpose of this. But yeah, so wasn't able to get to doing my wash and go for today. So I'll just have to try to do it one day this week in the evening after I get off of work. And I think that's about it. So I'm going to get back to doing some of my coloring. So I hope if you've gotten a coloring book that you are going to do some. It's midnight, of course, my time, right? To try to just decompress, uh, or put even if you don't do old movies, or put comedies on. Because sometimes, now I will tell you guys, my favorite, all time favorite comedy is The King of Queens. I have just finished watching every season all the way through. I didn't even realize they had a season 9. I had the whole, well, what I thought was a complete set, and that was from season 1 to season 8 on DVD. And so that's what I call myself watching. And then finally I saw this thing was at season 9. I never knew they did a season 9. So I watched the whole thing, and we'll watch it again. That when I really want a belly ache laugh, my go-to is The King of Queens, because I'm telling you, every one of those characters was insane. From Arthur, the father-in-law, to Carrie, Doug, Danny, the cousin, Spence, and the friends. It's a very funny show, and it just really cracks me up. I mean, laugh out loud funny. And like I said, my other escape is I'm a reader, and so reading sometimes, and it's just various things that can occupy your mind so that you're not so focused on the heavy loads that we have to carry every day, because we carry heavy loads on our shoulders every day. And so to take moments and minutes away from that so that you can focus on something that pours back into you, that re-energizes you, is a must. Some people are good at carving out 15 minutes for themselves a day. Some of us aren't, but some people are really good at that 15 minutes a day for themselves. But however you can carve out the time, if it's in increments like that, or if it's in bigger amounts, but not as frequent as daily or what have you, something in a week to help you to breathe in and breathe out within your life so that you can just regroup, reassess, and move on to the next chapter ahead. And so that's what my encouragement is, to help you all do that, because this life is tough. And, every day, be it something personally that impacts you, or in a direct manner, or something that impacts you in an indirect manner. Like you hear about uh, something in the news that touches your heart because of just the nature of it, or what have you. Those type things. And I will tell you guys this too. See, stuff is coming to my head now. When my sister was here, she's not a cat lover, and she's terribly afraid of cats. And her and Princess, oh my goodness, had to keep them apart. It was like, I think because Princess could pick up on her fear, she could sense that my sister was really, really afraid of her. And so she was worried because she wasn't sure what was coming her way. So it was some very, very funny moments. So I will be putting out some reels um, that happened during this time frame with the two of them and their entanglements. I'm telling you, some things I missed. I wasn't able to capture on camera. So, but they were funny, funny memories. And but I told my sister too. Today, Netflix has a special Inside the Mind of a Cat. I told her, oh, you need to watch that because it'll help give you at least some insight. And when I was watching it, wasn't Miss Princess watching it too? That fascinated me that she was fascinated looking at these cats on the screen. But anyway, so like I said, we had it was a beautiful time to spend with my sister, but it was some challenges, but some funny moments too, especially between her and Princess. Yeah, but so that was how crazy my week was. And I'm going to be doing a feature, or I say a feature, but a segment that I'm going to show. I have a girlfriend that is so talented. Oh my goodness. She is so, so talented when it comes to making paper goods, let me see, I think I have something here that she made that I can share with you all. Just to give you a hint of what I'm talking about. Every October, because I'm a breast cancer survivor, am I gonna be able to reach it? Yeah, I think. Oh, my finger is on it, but I can't grip it. Oh my gosh. Okay, got it. Okay, every October, I do. I give back in a way to where I get my cancer treatment at, and so I donate like about 30, 35 gifts to the women that are presently going in to receive their treatment. And so that's my way of giving back. And so I've been doing that every October, doing Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So this past year, this girlfriend that I'm telling you about, this is what she made and then donated to the gift bags that we were doing. So this was mine. So it's an envelope that she made. Of course, she didn't make the pens, but she added the pens to it. Got a little clip that keeps it closed. I mean, just look how thoughtful that was. And so she made these envelopes, and then each envelope has a little booklet that she made. And so in the booklet, look at this. So in this booklet, it says faith, hope, love. And then it's a little pocket. Look at that, how a little pocket, if you wanted to tuck a little message in there. And then you have paper to jot notes, give yourself little inspirational quotes, anything you want to put on the notes. And then in the back, I love this, it says Think Pink. And again, another little pocket. And so this was beautiful. I just fell in love with it. And then, of course, the ribbon that she had, and like I said, the little clip that holds it together. I thought this was such a labor of love, well thought out. When I told her what I was doing, and I would love her to be a part of it, she was so willing. And when she brought this to me, it touched my heart. It really did, because I thought this was so, I mean, it was just a labor of love. And so she happened to come here yesterday, and I will show you, not tonight, but I'll show you sometime during the week. She gave me a gift bag, and it was full of all of these beautiful handmade paper items that she got, except for, of course, she didn't make this, but she gifted me this cute little kitty. So I love that. It's just beautiful things inside to, you know, I mean, to think that somebody took the time to make these items by hand, it's just really pretty. And so I'll share that with you. But she also said, because since she knows I do the thing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, that she's already working on whatever her donation to the gift for 2023 is going to be. And so, it's just, those are the things to celebrate. You know, when you have people in your lives like that, and you guys both have a common goal, and that's to make somebody's life a little bit better, even if it's for a moment. And so her willingness to really come on board and want to participate in that, it just touches my heart. And so I'm like, wow, she's so excited already about the item that she's doing for the 2023 gift back uh, season. So, and that's what I'm saying. When we have friends that have talents, even if they don't use their talents to bring notoriety to themselves, to make a lot of money, where, let me tell you, I'm a firm believer. With this girl's handiwork, she could be making money, but she doesn't do it for that. If we as friends can just celebrate them, even in the sense of passing her gift along by allowing it to be in the gift bags, because I had a lot of feedback from different people that were recipients of the gift bags, and they were so appreciative of it, and just thought that was such a beautiful touch. And so, just in any way, this past week was the International Women's Day. And then I think the month of March, they celebrating women, what have you. And that's definitely something that we as women, if you're a woman trying to do something on YouTube, whatever your concern is, whatever your hustle is, I celebrate you all, because, encouragement, support, uh, sharing and exchanging ideas or what have you, all of that is just to help for the betterment of whatever you're trying to do and whatever the next woman is trying to do. And so, like I said, the sad part is that, you have to have these days set aside. We should be able to celebrate each other every day, not just because somebody says this date on the calendar is that day, because sometimes people that should have been celebrated didn't make it to this date on the calendar. And so you try to, as they say, give people their flowers while they're here. If you know somebody that's got a gig and doing something, celebrate it. Even if it's a thank you from you to that person, to say, wow, I see you, I see what you're doing, I'm in support of it, or what have you. But yeah, just try to stay as best you can as positive, because positivity is key to dealing and battling a whole lot of things. If we could turn down the volume on negativity and turn up the volume on positivity with ourselves and with each other, it would just make living in this world a lot easier. So, on that note, I'd like to say this was Sunday Slowdown with Lynie at the Pink House. See you next week. Good night.